Hey, I'm back on these Pontiac heads. Today I'm going to be putting guides and hardened seats in them. Yesterday I repaired 3 bolt holes. I had to weld this one. It was wallered out. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. How we doing? Boy, them bolt holes were all messed up, weren't they? Hey, let me get these up in the head machine and let's get some guides in them. Okay, I got it in my head machine. It's level. So I level it with a pilot and this simple level on top of it. The first thing I'm going to do is spot face everything down to the height that they've cut these. These have been cut for positive seals. They're not cut from the factory. They look like this. Someone's knurled them and cut these for positive seals. I'm going to put seals. These take an O-ring, but I'm also going to put a seal on this, so I got to cut them down. So I'm going to use this end mill with a pilot on it. I could use a seal cutter, you know, after I put the guide in. But a lot of times you'll split the boss. You won't split these, they're pretty fat, but a small block Chevy, if you don't mill these down, they'll bust them. And I'd rather use this rather than beat up my seal cutter. So let's get going. I'm gonna start off on this intake, mill it down to here, and then when I cut down to height, I'll set this lock and I'll go all the way across the head. Here we go. There you go. There, now you can see better. A little bit of minor chatter, it's okay. The seal cutter will probably fix that up. Now I'll core drill them dry, and then I'll lube this cutter, the final reamer. Now I'm going to be doing these from the top. If this is a small block, I'd do it from the bottom because you stand a lot of chance of cracking this guide boss. So I can work from the top on this Pontiac. And I was trying to mount you guys up here so you could go up and down when I do the guide work, and I broke this broken tripod that I broke already a bunch of times. I don't know if that would have worked out anyway. You guys might have puked going up and down there when I sped it up. I'll get you mounted somewhere else. Here we go. Look what I found. Hey, you're in luck. Looks like you might be getting sick after all. Okay, grab your bark bags. All done. Hey, how'd you like that wild ride? Look at all the chips. There we go. We're ready to ream. I'm going to oil this to put you guys back up here. Okay, here we go. Oil on this. Last one. I'm going to let this one real time so you can see how long it takes to go through. I'm not going to speed it up. You got to keep picking the tool up and let it breathe a little bit. Don't force it. Getting ready to break through. There we go. There you can see the chips are a lot finer and there isn't very many of them. There we go, I got that all cleaned up. I'm gonna put these on from the underside. So I worked at this production shop in the 80s, and we'd put them in like this and just use a big hammer and pound them in without even using an installer. We'd hold our hand underneath it to feel when it came through into the port. That's production for you. So the shop I worked at was called Ames. They're still in business. They're in Reno, Nevada. I worked with this guy in the head department. His name was Guy, by the way. Kind of funny, huh? Anyways, we'd race, and I beat him. I get a set of guides in from the floor into the machine, back onto the floor again in under 8 minutes. We'd just pump the heads through. I don't do that kind of work anymore. I'm glad I have my own shop, and I can do things the way I want to do them. So let's get guides in the other head now. So I got the second head in here. I'm just going to do the machine work and then show you each step when I'm finished. Look at this. My light just burned out up there. That'll be fun for David to get up there and change, huh? Okay, I milled them down. Okay, no more chips. I'm ready to core drill. Here you go, core drilled. Big chips. There, we got it all cleaned up. Ready to ream. Don't forget to oil it. Here you go, here's those reamer chips. They're small, they're only reaming 30 thousandths. That core drill has to do 127 thousandths. Hey, I'll make a side-by-side view of the big chips versus those little chips. Here it is. I guess that wasn't side to side, it was top to bottom. Okay, so now I'm ready to take this head out and flip it over. This cradle will go all the way over. Here, let me show you. There you go. So if I was going to do this way, I would have put these bars out to the edges. But I don't like working down through this hole, especially doing seats. But I could definitely use it this way. That's how it's designed to be used. Uh-oh, the phone's ringing. Hang on. Hey, for those of you that follow along, no, that was a real call. I'll get that guy out for you guys here in a minute. Hey, I want to show you something. I don't know why I said in a minute. I'll get a video out for you guys soon. Okay, how's that? So here's the block. It's 40 over. It came in 40 over already. Got a little bit of minor wear. It's going to run great though. David just finished honing it. Plateau finish. Okay, now for the valve guides. I'm ready to put in the guides. I got my air hammer. You guys are really going to be in the way for this one. I got everything oiled. Okay, I almost tripped over the air hose. Here we go. Okay, there you go. Now these aren't going to fit the valves. I'm going to have to ream them with this reamer and my hand drill. Here we go. The intakes I'll probably have to ream 344.5 or 344. The stems are a little bit bigger. The exhaust stems are 341 according to the book. That's pretty typical for 11/32. Small blocks don't make them bigger. The early Chrysler, the LAs and the 440s and stuff, those are different sizes also. Small block Chevrolet valves are cut a little bit smaller, so you can use the same size tooling on both of them. Makes sense, doesn't it? Last one. Now I'm going to chamfer them. Hey, I didn't film that. I just spun this by hand just to knock that edge off. If you don't chamfer them, you could stick a valve from that sharp edge. So make sure to always chamfer top and bottom. Now I'm going to brush them with the nylon guide brush. I didn't speed that up. I'm fast. That's what the ladies tell me. Oh boy, get back to work. Okay, I cut them guides on 238. I'm switching to 74. I took the chuck out, and the seat driver goes in. Number 2 Morse taper. And I'm putting you back on this deal. I'm trying to get a little bit straighter. Hang on. Okay, here we go. You're going to go off camera a little bit, I think. Not too bad. So I had to redesign this because I didn't use an extension on that seat cutter driver. There you go. I know that sounded chattery, but there's no chatter. Vacuum the chips, but we gotta get this really clean for them seats. And I'm ready to beat the seats in. I got some Loctite. It's more of a lubricant than to retain it. It will have a little bit of retention. These seats have a radius on one side. Don't put them in upside down or you'll just carve out all of the press fit. Pilot goes in. Sleeve. Seat. The driver. And a hammer. Don't hit it too hard or you'll break the head when it hits the bottom. There you go, those seats came out great. Now it's time to machine some angles on them. But before we do that, gotta make sure it's level. Well, first you gotta make sure the clamps are still tight because something could move. And make sure it's level because you hammered on it, it might have moved it. Before we start cutting, we got another gear change. 74 RPM back to 107. And a tool change to the 3-angle cutter. And I'm going to lower the column. Don't forget to lock it. Okay, here we go. Now you got to float the table. There you go. You can see all the angles there. So let me get this head out and I'll just show you each operation after I finish it on the other head. Okay, here's the second head. I just put guides in it and reamed it. Hey, don't go away because I still haven't seal cut these. That'll be the last operation. Gear change back down to 74 and I'm ready to cut the seats. Okay, I got all the seats cut. Hey, look at this chamber. Looks like it swallowed a little water for a while there. There we go. I got the seats installed. Now don't forget to tighten it back down and re-level. Can't forget to speed it back up. And there you go. I cut the angles. Now I'm going to finish these with a stone and we'll have to set the stem heights because these rockers are non-adjustable. Okay, now I'm ready to flip the head over and cut them seals because I want to go home. It's 6:45. Okay, I got it level. I got the seal cutter in it. And we got another gear change. This time up to 238. Okay, I'm not going to measure this. I'm going to cut down to that height that I cut them to when I cut the guide passage down originally. you go. Let me clean up these chips. Okay, let me get this head out. I'll do the other head and show you the final results. Okay, I got the second head in here and it's level. Wait, second. This is the first head. And it's been a long day. I'm getting confused. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Let me get this thing cut. Hey, so I was cutting these things and I forgot to explain something. See how much taller this intake guide is than the exhaust? The intake is actually a longer guide. These are universal guides. They're just 11/32 with a 1/2" OD. I use them in Fords and Chevrolets and these Pontiacs, anything with 11/32 stem. And I cut them to length. There you go, full set of cast iron valve guides. That chatter I was talking about, every bit of it went away. I knew it would. Let's look at the other side. Here you go, hardened seats. We're just going to be waiting for the valves. David's got the block prepped. Let me go over there. Well, it's not prepped. He's got it primered, ready for the cam bearings and the freeze plugs. I'm sure the customer's very antsy to get this thing running. There we go, that's how that's done. That's how I do it anyways. Hey, it's about 20 after 7. When did I say I wanted to get out of here? About 6:45, so that didn't take me too long to cut them seals. The main thing is filming, man. It takes a long time, but I don't mind. I enjoy doing it, and I hope you guys do too. Well, evidently you do, because you're listening to me right now, right? Hey, I'm going to get home and get this thing edited. Most of it's already edited. I just got to put it together and have my phone, finalize it. So it'll be out here pretty quick tonight, probably by maybe 8 Pacific time. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Be nice to each other.